We're in the Bengals locker room with first-round pick Dax Hill. And Dax, what's the past 24 hours or so been like? Because you had the waiting. You told us you flew in from Vegas on draft day morning. I'm sure the draft was wild. What's it been like?
It's been nonstop. I really haven't had too much time to rest. So it's been an honor, really just going through that journey last few months and then the last few days, especially just taking time, talk to myself, telling myself everything's gonna be all right, everything's gonna fall in place. So it's been a great, few hours. So I'm glad to be here.
Have you been able to take it in and enjoy it, or has it been so crazy that you haven't been able to pinch yourself and enjoy the moment?
I really haven't had time to really enjoy it, truly enjoy it. I've enjoyed it last night for sure, but really just sit down and kind of just reflect on my journey that led me to this point. I really haven't had that time, but I know, in a few days, I'll reflect and, really enjoy the moment.
From a football standpoint, I think versatility gets brought up with you. Anyone you ask, it's the first thing on the scouting report. It's the first thing that anyone brings up. I've heard you bring it up a ton. How did you become so versatile on the football field and be so good at so many things moving around?
I was really just, I got thrown into that position. I know it came in at free safety and they just threw me at nickel, and I didn't even know I could play nickel. So it was kind of just more of a, let's see how he does. And then from there, I kind of just enjoyed playing it, and that's how I kind of got more comfortable playing it. And that's how I got that, that word versatility, thrown on me. So it's kind of just, hey, just play it and see how it turns out. But hey, it turned out to be a pretty good situation.
Yeah, for sure. It's a good thing. And the thing I notice about you, you're willing to hit. Mm-hmm. It's not like you're shying away from hitting. I mean, if you're going to move all around the field, you have to do that. Has that always been your instinct? Because you said you played basketball growing up, but you're a big hitter.
Yeah, I can hit. Got the skills on the court, but yeah, for sure can hit. So that's part of the game. And that just comes to that kind of just dwindles down to wanting to make plays and make the defense a good defense wherever I'm at. So that just really just who I am as a football player.
As far as your versatility, you can play the nickel. Obviously, you can move all around the field at safety. I asked you during that news conference about potentially moving outside. Is that something you want to at least try, lining up against the Jamar Chase in practice or at T. Higgins?
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I know that's going to improve my game, and so going against those guys definitely will, prepare myself, for the future. And so, but yeah, the corner, that's something definitely have to prepare myself for, and so whatever that is and whenever that is, and I'm ready for it, for the challenge.
Do you have a favorite safety? Like, do you have a favorite position, playing safety, nickel? Do you have a preference? Does it matter?
No preference. I'm just coming in, trying to find my role and, take control of that role and, just be myself. That's all I'm trying to do. Be myself and not trying to be someone I'm not. And really, just figure out a way, get on the field. So
you don't seem overwhelmed despite the craziness of the past week. It seems like you're pretty calm and you're going through all these interviews and all this stuff. Well, has it always been that way? Have you always been this low-key and composed?
Yeah, to be honest, I've always been like that. Don't want to get too high, too low in any situation. So I feel like that's kind of, a testament to where I've come from, not really overthinking any situation. Everything's going to happen for a reason, and I'll be set up at a place where I'm supposed to be at. So that's my head around it.
If a Bengals fan came up to you in the supermarket or the grocery store and asked, what's the team getting with Dax Hill, what would you say?
They're getting a competitor, someone that's going to sacrifice for the team, really just give my best efforts, every day in practice and every week. So that's what I'm bringing to the table.
As far as knowing about the Bengals and what the road they've been on, because they went from 4 wins to the Super Bowl in one season. Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Joe Mixon. Have you heard from any of your teammates? Your new teammates?
No, I've heard of Sam Hubbard and Chris Evans, and so not too many of those guys yet, but I'm looking forward to meeting those guys and building relationships with those guys.
And I do want to talk about your relationship with Chris Evans, because he came here last year as a 6th-round pick, much like you, tested super athletic and was one of the better athletes in the class. What was it like going up against him in practice at Michigan? What do you remember?
So I remember coming in as a freshman. I'm like, because I remember watching him, in high school, and I was like, man, he's kind of like a freak athlete. Like, kind of makes everything just look easy. Doesn't really looks like he tries, but he's just a great player. But yeah, I have a good relationship with him. I was working out with him a few days after pro day, so we kind of built that relationship over time. But I'm looking forward to reuniting with him, fellow Michigan man, and trying to make another run for the Super Bowl. So
you think you guys can make each other better? You covering him out of the backfield?
Oh yeah, for sure. That running back flare coming out, he get a little angle route on me. So we go see. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. As far as the next couple of weeks, you excited to meet all of those teammates and get to that part of it, because that's the football side. All this other stuff is the whirlwind, but you're probably comfortable on the football end.
Yeah, on the football end, yeah, I'm really just looking forward to, meeting the new guys. I know I've heard, they whenever, a rookie comes in, they're hands-on, and so that's what I need, coming in, relying on someone that's kind of been experienced, and that's going to propel my game, me coming in. So really just, building those relationships, I feel like it's going to only help me, in the future.
Is it fair to say versatility is your biggest strength?
Yeah, that's very fair.
Okay, so what would you say your biggest weakness is going into the NFL that you want to improve on?
I feel like my biggest weakness is really just trying to fine-tune everything. I wouldn't consider that a weakness, but really just fine-tuning everything. I know I've never arrived. My game is never to where it needs to be. So improving every part of my game, that's where I need to get better at.
As far as hobbies, off the field stuff, I know you said you were a Jordan fan, or your team Jordan. That's your favorite player of all time, Kevin Durant as well. But what are your hobbies? What do you do off the field?
I like to travel. I like to hang with my guys, my friends, and really just have downtime to myself for the most part. I like to try different foods. I heard there's good food around here, so I'll be exploring that around and just seeing a whole new city. I like to just explore.
What's the coolest place you've ever been or traveled to?
Probably Vegas. Really 2 days ago, or California. I've been to California a few times, but the West Coast for sure is kind of where I like to explore around.
Was that your first time in Vegas?
Yeah, first time.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. What was it like? Yeah, I didn't realize that was your first time. That's true though. Yeah, you're 21. It's your first time in Vegas. What was that like?
Hey, it was a good time. I just say that.
Well, Dax, I appreciate the time. Congratulations and good luck.
Appreciate it. Thank you for your time. Appreciate it.
Thanks. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, I've got a water.